Hello, Tula here. Today I'm doing a screen capture video. It's my first time, so please forgive my lack of knowledge of how to zoom in and do all sorts of special things. What I would like to do is to show you how I edit scans. So I finished these ginkgo leaves and I scanned them all. We have a very large scan, and now I need to clean it up. Let's take this one and open it in Photoshop. So I already prepared my my scans are 900 dpi, and I prepared a file that the size is A3 in 600 dpi, so these will fit here and I'll have them all together. I'll just take the TIFF and move it over here. It's indexed. Okay, I'm going to get very confused here probably because of recording and working on the computer. I'm not used to people watching behind my back as I work. It makes me nervous. Okay, so this is my scan and I'll call it branch 02 because I like to name them, and I'll put one version of it. Just duplicated it. One I put in my originals file and one I'll be working on here, this one not. Now I'll click the white background off so you can see it over the blue. This is my scan, and maybe you can see the edge here. You see a pinkish hue. I had to cut it so that I can had to cut the shape around the drawing so that it will fit better into the bed of the scanner. Anyway, so usually when people, a lot of times, not usually, a lot of times when people want to edit the drawing, especially a line drawing like this, what is done is something like this. You select it. Oh, I'm sorry, it's really jumping around. Okay, you select it and you select all the white shapes all around. This is with, let me show you. I've got a tolerance of 6 and the anti-aliasing is open. And why is this not selected? I'm sorry for this terrible shifting. Anyway, and what you do is I reversed the selection and you make a mask, right? And then you have your selection. Now I didn't make it precise, there are some white areas left. What I also got are things like this, because my lines weren't filled completely. It treats them as one shape because there's no border, there's no line that's separating the inside of the leaf with the outside. So that's why we got this, but that doesn't matter. This can be easily fixed. What I do want to show you, oh, too much zoomed in, are the jagged edges that I get outside the shapes, which I don't like. Now what I want to do, see all these? What I want to do is show you another option of doing it. So this is our version, let's call it Magic Wand. wand. Okay, and okay, let's take this one again, duplicate it, and this will be path tool. Now the path tool takes a very long time, but I think it's worth it. Let's see. So this is my my scan. I'll zoom in closer here, and let's start with this leaf. Take my magic wand, I'll get a bit closer. Okay, and what I do is I start going over the shape and placing dots and moving my curve handles. Wait, no, I don't want it to be the path. Now this takes some time, but I think the results are worth it. For me they are, because I know that my printing of this will be clean, and also if I ever want to use it to digitally manipulate. I'm talking with my hands, I forgot to go on. If I want to digitally manipulate, for example, for these, I want to create a few designs for them, and one of my ideas is to have one of the branches in the background and one in the forefront. So one will be a little more grayed out and one will be in front of it. And for that, the clean background lines will be very, very useful. Let me just go on a bit more. It's very tedious, but it's addictive. So you just say to yourself, I say to myself, just one more line, one more line. Okay, I'll close it off here just for now. And you can see that I'm going on the outer edge of my lines because I really want to maintain the hand drawing look. So I'm okay with having just a tiny bit of white around, and I prefer that to placing my selection further inside the ink line, like here for example in the middle, and getting a even cleaner looking line. Hope I'm making sense. Okay, we need to finish this. Just a bit more. Maybe I'll cut this out in editing or fast forward. Can't stop, I just can't stop. Another method I really like, but it's not as good, is to make a mask and go with the brush. I have a Wacom tablet, and it's a joy to go with the brush on the Wacom tablet. It's so nice and smooth, and I just feel with, well, black white to create my masks. Okay, so let me zoom out. This is my selection, my work path. Let's call it branch 02. Okay, and now I can make a mask here, current path, and now you can see, let's put this one by it in for comparison. I'll move it. Okay, so we have them side by side. Oh, okay, this is good enough, and let's zoom in. Okay, you can already see the difference, right? one is a little jagged and one is much more fine. And if I put back the white background, mine looks a little more defined. This one fades. Oh, I'm pointing with my hands, you can't see that. This one is fading into the background maybe more elegantly at some points, but it happened to me that I was printing and bits of white showed here on the sides. So I really like this method. And one other advantage of my method is that if I take this and create, which one is it? Fill layer, branch 02, fill, always do this. And let's select the color. This will be nice. Okay, now we can't see it because it's underneath. So I'll go over to my scan and I'll put it on multiply. Okay, and now you can see my fill path. Let's zoom out, not in. Okay, now I have a beautiful shape that I can use however I want. I have the line separately and the fill separately, and I'll show you. Prepare this one open. This is maybe you've seen them, my Almond Blossom flowers, and I drew them by hand, but I drew them separately. And I created them in a way that I can make various designs out of them. I'll change the color of the background to the blue again. And let's look at this flower. This should be flower number 12. Now you can't see a difference because it's in a linear burn, but I'll duplicate it, this folder, and I'll take it out and hide this. And now you can see my flower, and I have two layers here. One masked, just like I showed you with the path for the scan, the line work. Looks better on white background, of course. And the other is my fill. Oh, okay, I made this with the brush. That's why the lines are so funny and round. I love working with the brush. It's so nice. It's satisfying. So now what I can do is I can change color for the fill, and I can create whatever design I want for my flowers. Yeah. Any closing words? You got the drift. Save, and I'll stop, and I'll bid you goodbye for now. And if you found this helpful, I would love to know. I always do. And if you have any questions that I may be able to answer or provide any information about, I would like to do that as well. So don't be shy and just ask. I hope you feel comfortable with me. I'm trying to feel comfortable with you. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.